Okay, hi guys. Very excited about today's video. I mentioned in a podcast recently, I think it was my overrated versus underrated podcast, that I'm a big F1 fan. And a bunch of people on YouTube and on Instagram were like, I had no idea you loved F1. I don't know, I mention it here and there, and I also just feel like you guys know everything about me. So yes, I am a big F1 fan. And I didn't realize there's quite the crochet F1 crossover fan community, so I thought it'd be fun to do some crossover content. This is actually an idea I've had for a long time, because when people ask me if you could crochet like an outfit for anyone, who would it be? I usually give two answers. It's Lewis Hamilton or Cat's Eye. Two very different answers. I just feel like Lewis Hamilton has the sickest paddock outfits, and I could totally see him wearing like a crochet set for one of the summer races. I have this stretchy square top. I've also made a bolero version. I'll insert photos. It's like one of my pieces that I actually wear a lot. And I've been thinking recently, like, how could I make a men's version of that? And then I was on Pinterest and I saw, I can't figure out what the brand is, but this like sweater vest that's like connected squares and has a bunch of gaps. And I feel like it's so perfect because he's like, Lewis Hamilton is willing to like show a little bit more skin, wear stuff a little bit more, I don't know, avant-garde. Not that this vest is avant-garde. That vest is obviously knit, but I'm going to crochet mine, partially because I don't know if I'm gonna do this because it does take a really long time, but I could see that vest with matching like crochet shorts or pants. You know those pants that I made for George for Coachella? Like imagine cream pants with the red stripe and then the red vest. That would be such a sick outfit. So this is the Hobby Friends Cotton 4 that I use for literally everything in the color 42. It's not Ferrari red, but we had to go red since he's at Ferrari this year. Honestly, I haven't figured out exactly how I'm gonna like lay all the squares out. I have to do like more drawing, but I did figure out like what's the length of a torso of a 5'9" man. I was Googling really weird things because I obviously don't have Lewis Hamilton's exact measurements. And then I was figuring out like how many squares I want the length of the vest to be, and then using that to figure out how big each square should be. Division. Math. So I'm gonna start off by just cranking out a bunch of squares because I feel like it'll be easier for me to like visualize things that way. I am gonna have to make some like half squares and stuff and figure out how to get this like V neck because I don't really want to do, like I don't like how they have like a lot of solid up here. I really want the piece to be like pretty much all squares. So that might be a little bit tricky, I'm not gonna lie. Now I actually literally have a swimsuit on under this because I'm about to meet up with Emily at the park. We're gonna have a little like sun tanning picnic date. I have my bag all packed with like a picnic blanket and fruit. And obviously need to bring my yarn too, but we're gonna start off with the easy part. And then you'll probably watch me like gradually crash out as this video continues. As is the case with all my videos. The size of the bread. They're right there.
But people go into like...
No one's gonna eat this last rotten. Oh my god. I'm gonna eat this cherry even though it's looking a bit questionable. Okay, I guess I should try to explain what is going on with these strings of squares. It literally looks like I'm making like a Christmas banner. Actually, what I should address first is this. I know some of you are wondering, like, what in the Transformers is this? This is the FAQ 202 from Foreo. They are also kindly sponsoring today's video. And if you're into skincare like me, you probably know this is a light therapy mask. It is supposed to help with your skin's natural healing process, minimizes pores, it helps with redness, evening out your skin tone. It's anti-aging, so it minimizes like fine lines and wrinkles, makes your skin smoother, less dull. And honestly, I think the results speak for themselves. I've been using it for only a month. Y'all know I normally don't film without makeup in the daytime, but this is the best my skin has ever looked. Like, I have never felt this confident. It's super easy to use. You just start with a clean face. I also really like their Manuka Honey Primer. Turn it on with this button, and then you can actually use your phone to switch between the 8 different wavelengths, which have different skincare benefits. And I'm not gonna lie, the reason I did not bite the bullet on this earlier is because these are not cheap. They usually go for hundreds of dollars, but it's not like a skincare product where you're gonna use it up. You can literally use this for the rest of your life. You can also share it like with your roommates or your family members. If you wanna check out the FAQ 202 or any other Foreo products, now is the time to do it because they're celebrating their birthday with a bunch of amazing deals on their website. You can also click the link in the description down below, use my code AMGRACE35, which will give you an additional 35% off on almost all their products, bringing the total discount to 50%. If you're gonna make the investment, now is the time to save a bunch of money doing it. And I just think it's a perfect gift for yourself or for any loved one in your life. Okay, now back to this like Christmas banner situation. Basically, first of all, let me show you how I'm making these strings. This is the same way that I start my like stretchy square top. I have gotten a lot of requests for a tutorial or a pattern for those tops. The reason I haven't is just because like I'm not the first person to crochet that design. The original inspiration is this really amazing designer I love called Issa Boulder, but there are other people who have like made crochet versions before me. Lupu Studio, I think, was the first one that I saw. And so if it's not like something I completely came up with myself, I just don't really feel comfortable like monetizing it in any way, if that makes sense. How did this get so freaking tangled? Basically, I'm just making squares using a half double crochet. You want to get the number of rows right so that when you finish your square, it's like on the opposite corner of where you started. And then I just go ahead and start my next square. And that's how I make these connected strings, because you obviously want to make your life easier and not have to connect all the squares individually. There's a few things I'm a little bit concerned about. Normally when I do my stretchy square top, how do I explain this? I'm patching the squares together like this, edge to edge. But for this vest, I'm planning to literally put the squares like next to each other like this. But I am kind of concerned that some of these connection points are like a little bit long. I haven't been making them really tight. Basically, I mean, I will insert a photo of this page of my journal. Not that it'll make sense to anyone. I've been trying to I've just been trying to map out how to lay out the squares to get the vest to be the dimensions that I want. And I did all this math. I literally used like the Pythagorean theorem. I'm like, okay, did not think I was going to do any a squared plus b squared equals c squared for the rest of my life. And then I calculated like how many strings of squares I need and how many squares each string should be. And this is the plan right now. But I'm not gonna lie, I could see things changing. And because the other thing I've been thinking about is like, it would be really weird if there was like a nipple in one of the empty square spaces. And I don't know where Lewis Hamilton's nipples are exactly, and I haven't really been planning for that. But right now I have one string of 11 squares, and this one is so long because it's basically the one that's going, okay, sorry, give me a second, I need to untangle these. So this is the one that's going like over the shoulder. This is the one that's gonna go like here. These two squares are like forming like the V-neck. I'm not feeling all that optimistic about this right now, but I'm just gonna trust the process and we'll end up with some sort of garment. It's not like Lewis Hamilton's actually gonna wear it, so the stakes are not that high. Wait, they have one more of those things. Why does that look so raw?
Oh, looks like a mango.
Yeah. Wait, which one should we pick? I want to pick, they're all broken. So aesthetic. My thing matches your bag.
Oh yeah.
You only have one candle?
I know.
Oh no.
She's risky.
Neither.
Oh. Tastes like milk.
Okay, good morning, guys. Look how cute my little outfit is today. You can't really see, but it's like a little twirly skirt. And it's funny, I put on this beaded belt and I was like, I wish I had like a bluish kind of necklace to go with it. I had one, but it was like in my jewelry pouch. I got stolen from my luggage when I was in Europe. And then I opened my gifting packages and look at this like gorgeous kind of like pendant necklace. I'll link it down below. But I feel like it just completes the outfit so perfectly. Anyway, the red squares. So I have them like laid out on my bed right now, as you can see. I actually haven't finished all of them. I have one more chain that I need to do, but I was getting kind of tired of making squares, so we're gonna move on to the next step for now. You know how I was like saying earlier that the corners were like a little bit too stretched out? I did end up redoing my squares and basically working the next square into the previous square so that these corners are like a little bit less, you know, barely there. So for my stretchy square top, what I used to do, people were always like, oh, how do you connect the squares? I would literally attach the corners together, tie it with a piece of yarn, and then like weave in the ends and tie the ends. But the thing about that top is like the reason it works is because it's like a lace up back. So it's being like stretched to your body. For this vest, like it's a loose garment. So you kind of want the squares to like lie flat. What I ended up doing, I don't know if you can tell, I basically like single crocheted around the border of this hollow space. So that's why you can see the corners are like a little bit more wide because there's like a single crochet on both sides. And I feel like this makes it more of like a flat piece of, well, it's not really lying flat right now, but like more of a flat piece of fabric versus like freeform rotating dangling squares. I showed you this earlier actually, but this is gonna be the V-neck. I have these ones where you can see I actually ended it with like half a square instead of a full one. I had to just kind of like freehand that. And this will actually be like the underarm piece because obviously the bottom of the armhole, you don't want it to just be like a corner. This is really not looking like anything. I'm gonna need y'all to just trust the vision on this one. But basically now I just have to like do this single crochet border connecting thing for the whole vest. I'm just realizing this is actually gonna take a long ass time, but that's okay. The other issue I'm running into is like, who is gonna model this final piece? I need to think about the men I know. I don't know that many men, guys. I live a very woman-centered life. But yeah, I'm gonna work on that for a little bit, and then I'm actually going to the Morgan Library with Meg. That's why I have my little outfit on. I'm hoping, I'm not gonna be able to finish this today, but maybe like I'll work on it a little bit more tomorrow and try and get the general shape of the vest going, because right now it's still giving Christmas banner. Meg's future Oh my god. Wait, these are so funny though. Get fired up on my death creeps ever closer. Your birthday is one of legend. How much are these? Okay. It's kind of giving me drip phobia.
Don't look at it.
No one wears heels in Brooklyn. So when I'm like clacking down the stairs, I'm like. Okay, hi guys. At least I finally have an update that is not a bunch of strings of squares. However, this is kind of giving court jester right now, and I'm kind of scared that I didn't foresee like the diamonds plus the red color equaling, I don't know, like a deck of cards. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting right now, but we're gonna ignore that. So I'm almost done connecting. Basically, like these are the two front rows, and I just have to connect these, and then like the body of the vest will be done. Now, one thing I was thinking about, because I did the single crochet along like this inner kind of hollow space, I feel like I also need to do it along the outside edges of the squares just to clean up the edges and to make sure that like the size of all the squares remains the same. So that kind of means I have to do that single crochet thing along like all the top and bottom edge squares, which I'm realizing now is low-key gonna take forever. And then the last thing I need to do, I'm gonna need to create like a little kind of like border that connects this to this. And then I also want to create a border that connects like this to this, just making like, and then also like do a border along the bottom just to make all the edges straight. And I'm hoping that'll make this look a little bit less like Harlequin and more like an actual sweater vest. I don't know. I know I always say trust the process, but I'm not really trusting the process right now. It's not really giving the way that I'd hoped it would give. But it's too late, so I need to just keep working on it. I was gonna try and go to a cafe or something. I feel like I've been spending a lot of time crocheting just like in my apartment or maybe in the park. The only problem with crocheting in the park is then I need to use the restroom all the time. And then my friend and my old roommate Jonathan is having his birthday party tonight. I have so many Cancer friends. There's like so many birthday parties this month. But yeah, I really want to try and finish this today. I don't know, I just like want it to be done before the weekend. It's Friday. And I'm actually gonna text some friends and try and find like a man with a slightly Lewis Hamilton-esque build to try this on. Because I find that with men's pieces, it's really just about putting it on the right person and they will be able to sell it and make it look cool. So fingers crossed, guys, fingers crossed.
Okay, do something you can sit.
Happy birthday, dear Jonathan. Happy birthday to you. I need to put some of this on because why are my lips looking colorless? Oh, I got a lot of questions about exactly what Fui gloss this is because I unboxed it in a previous video. I always link everything in like one link down below in the description, but this is the volumizing gloss in Scotch, and this is a 30% because I guess they have like different color concentrations. Anyway, are you ready to see the finished vest? 3, 2, 1, bump. Oh god, it's falling off the hanger. Bump, bada bum. As you can see, it's looking a lot better. I was feeling very, very, very dire about this pretty much the entire time. But I think adding like these borders for like the armholes and the V-neck and obviously on the bottom has made it look much more like a hollow sweater vest and much less like a Harlequin court jester clown core kind of situation. The other thing about the red is that, like, besides Lewis Hamilton driving for Ferrari now, he said in a lot of interviews, because I watch like all his interviews, he said that he really likes the color red. And like these bright colors, like they look so good on darker skin. I've been noticing this on Love Island too. The black girls on Love Island will wear like yellow or like a bright neon green, and it looks so fucking good on them. Like I would look ridiculous in those colors. So I think this would look so beautiful on him. I have no idea about the sizing, but it feels like approximately right to me. I'm gonna try it on for you, even though like obviously it's gonna look fucking stupid. I low-key struggled a lot with this. Like I redid the neck part so many times. I did not put my arm in the right hole. One moment. What the hell? Okay. So this gives you a better idea of like what it actually looks like. Wow, this outfit with my juicy couture sweats is so crazy. I like the fact, because you know on like the original inspo photo, I didn't like that this part basically was like solid sweater vest. I like that the neckline is still like equally as hollow as everything else, if that makes sense. So originally I had added this neckline edge like on top of these squares, but then that was like weird because the squares weren't squares anymore, they're like rectangles. So I basically connected everything on like the inside of the edge of the square so that all the squares would still be squares. I don't know if anything I'm saying makes any fucking sense, but you can see I did the same thing on these armholes. They're looking a little bit small, but hopefully no one's arm is like that big. I don't know. It connects in the back as well. And then on the bottom, I made it a little bit thicker than the other edgings are. I think this is like 4 rows of double crochet versus 3 rows. So you can see it's a little bit of a slimmer fit, but I do think like this style of vest, it needs to be slimmer for it to hold up the square shape. It needs to sit like you know how it's like falling off my shoulders, but on a man, this would sit like here. But I was just like really worried that like it would look droopy and you wouldn't really get the geometric nature. Guys, can you keep it down a little bit? What was I saying? Yeah, I was worried that because this is like a loose garment, we wouldn't maintain the shape of everything. But I'm actually like, you guys are probably sick of this because every video I'm like, it looks like shit, it looks like shit. And then at the end, I'm like, oh, I kind of ate. But I truly was very worried about this one. And don't worry, this is not actually the final reveal because I'm forcing my friend to bring his boyfriend to my apartment because he's the one guy I can think of who has the closest build to Lewis Hamilton. So he's gonna try it on, and I hope that'll like really. The one thing though is like the nipples are his. I'm trying to imagine where a man's nipples would be, and I'm really worried they're like right in this square because my nipples are right here. So we'll see. It might be a bit of a nipple window vest, in which case maybe wear it over a shirt. I don't know, but I'm gonna wait for him to get here, and hopefully that will really sell you on this garment. Do you guys think I should make the matching bottom? Now that I like don't hate the vest, I kind of really want to make like the matching pants. But those pants take fucking forever and like no one is actually gonna wear them. I guess I shouldn't make the pants unless I have like a 5'9" man in my life that I want to give pants to. But I don't. There are like no men in my life. Just this gay man and his boyfriend. All right, y'all, Noel and Seb are running a little bit late, but I just threw this on over like a white tank and some jorts. And honestly, like, it is a little bit of a drapier fit, but I'm not mad at it. Like, maybe, I mean, I do wish it were black if I was gonna be the one styling it. And this is a little bit patriotic with the red, white, and blue, but it's kind of cool. Like, I feel like it could be a cool layering piece. We'll see how it looks when it fits properly. I've never had so many people in my room.
Oh, I've never been in a girl's room.
This is like...
You don't have to literally change on camera, but this is...
Wow, that's sick.
Do you
Very
like
cool.
it?
Yeah.
Wait, that's sick.
So the video is what I would make for Lewis Hamilton, which is why I made it red.
Nice.
But I'm worried the nipples are gonna be in one of the holes.
Well, how tall is he?
5'9".
Okay, I'm 11.
Yeah, I know you're taller, but I don't know. I don't know
No,
anyone
like-
5'9".
Oh, nipples are frayed.
Okay, what?
Well, if I was a little, like,
Shorter.
right?
Okay, what if you here? Wait, where are your nipples? What if it's like no, they're so out.
They're so out, yeah.
Well, do you think you would wear this by itself or, like, layered?
I was imagining it on its own, but
I think it's like literally if you had the squares where the squares aren't.
Aren't? Wait, but it looks cool on you.
It looks
Yeah,
cool.
it looks cool.
Are your nipples gonna be out if you wear it?
Do you want me to try it?
Yeah. Show them your back.
Yeah, this is sick.
Looking gorgeous.
Looking gorge. Barcelona designer. Shout out.
Wait, it's actually so beautiful.
Katie.
Shout out Katie.
Can you undo it?
This is the most naked men that have ever been in my room.
Lies.
It's just like a little big on you.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
Wait, I kind of like it.
it would on Lewis
Wait.
Hamilton.
It looks, but it's kind of cool on you. It's more like drapey.
Wait, so are you giving this to Lewis Hamilton?
Well, I don't really have like Lewis Hamilton's address for me to just like
Does he
send
have
it
like
to
a
him.
PR? Like
I don't want to just send it to
address?
him though.
I love the Queen of Hearts.
I almost like it on
Like one of his guards. Her guards.
Their guards.
Their Zay guards.
I think it definitely looks good on like a
Well, because
Man.
someone needs
Yeah.
to like prop this part up. I
Yeah.
think that's like, because it fits you kind of how it fits me.
Sample size.
I do think it would be cool layered though.
I agree, like a white crisp button down.
Yeah, like a college shirt,
Mhm.
and then this would be cool.
I think it's a different vibe, but I also like it drapey. I think it works on both.
I think if it were like in black, this is what I say about everything. But like, because I feel like this color looks good on like darker skin tones.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think when I wear it, it's giving very much Queen of Hearts.
Yeah, unless you're like Aryan, like
Yeah.
albino, like super.
We're not
pale.
albino.
Right, same.
You're closer to albino.
We try.
No, what are you doing?
That's so weird. Like it doesn't look like my nipples would be here, but they are.
It looks like you have no nipples right,
Right?
now.
Yeah, I look like a Barbie doll.
Look at my Transformers mask.
It's a bit red. Oh. Does it actually work?
Yeah,
Actually, like, do you feel change?
yeah.
Like, what does it do?
It does like everything. So the different colored lights treat different. Wait, why does it look kind of camp on you? You're kind of giving. The different
I look
colored lights
like one of those.
like treat different things.
How long have you had this?
I've had it for like a month,
And how long do you keep it on for?
like 15 minutes a night. No, say my spiel.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Check out podcasts.
Check
links
out-
below.
Like,
Next
comment,
week.
subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram. You mean Grace.
Or you too, you know.
I mean
TikTok.
Sure.
What else do you say?
That was pretty good.
Okay, period.
Thank you.
You left the kitchen light on and it's 2 to go.